We might get shredded. Of course. That's sort of what I expected. Shane Gillis is dead. 100%. This is Close Combat Last Stand Arnhem. You're watching episode 25 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Alright, so I'm going to move into Eindhoven. Problem I'm having is I can't get this second battle group to move. So I don't know if they're going to. I have ordered them to, but they're not showing that they're moving. On top of that, we have to go this way. We don't have another choice. We've got a battle group that arrived in Helmond. Now, this part's a little tricky. So I'm going to move northwest, and because this bridge is destroyed, this map just kind of sucks, and it is what it is. But I'm going to go take the supply depot in the northwest, and then I kind of didn't want to leave Scheindel undefended, but I'm not loving this two battle groups down at St. Odin Road between us, so I'm going to move down here. I'm going to stay in Vehol. Up to the north, we have a fight, so we're just going to stay put. I would like to get all this stuff connected and get this cleared out. And then in the east, a little bit more messy. So we've got the supply depot. We got a battle group. I don't want to lose Grosbeak Heights North. So if I move down to the south, these guys might move. If I move that way, these guys might move. So I'm just going to stay here for right now and see what I can do to get the east side all locked down. And it's just going to take a little bit of time to try and clear some of these battle groups out. We are going to move to the south and take Haydirt Bridge so that it stays secured and under our control. And then down at Human Bridge, we're going to, again, stay put. We don't want to lose control of the bridge. I don't know that I want to push into Grosbeak Heights south because I don't know if these guys will just move to the south. That leaves me in a pickle here at Nijmegen. I can't really move out of here yet because there's too many units that could just move in and take Nijmegen. Nijmegen Bridge is under our control, so we got to stay there. And then we're still in the fight at Arnhem Road Bridge. I'm going to keep Arnhem on lockdown, and that also helps back up Arnhem Heights if I need to move up and take stuff. I don't know if they'll spawn in here, but I can move there, but I can't do it right now because I don't want to give up Arnhem. So I am going to attack to the southeast, see if we can start driving down and lock some of this down. I don't really have any other options or better ideas. My thoughts are just try and get rid of some of the enemy pockets in between my forces. All right. So yeah, one of my battle groups didn't move. Only one's over here. One didn't move here. These guys must have been in San and moved to the south. Nothing changed in Helmond. Oh, okay, so I did resecure St. Odin Road, but we're not going to have to fight for it. Both battle groups moved on Vehol. Well, that kind of sucks. Now I'm not certain if they'll move to Scheindel in the next movement or not. So I might have to move up there and have a meeting engagement next time. So we'll see about that. Fight in Oss. And then... Okay, so they did go for Human Bridge. And were these guys here? Or no. I think this move and this move. Now I'm not certain, but it's not great. I'm wondering if I should have moved out of Nijmegen. Okay. I'm like, how do we get this? They attacked into Arnhem, So I'm glad I didn't leave there. We're going to have that place dug in. And then we have a new map under our control. I'll have to look through William's list of spawn deployments and make sure that I can move south out of there without worrying about one of these being a spawn location for an enemy battle group in the immediate future. And they are just totally taking the west side. Um, Nothing I can do about it, which sucks because I had it so well under control before I moved away. Looks like they will move on Arnhem Heights soon. And our first fight up, we're going to be in Eindhoven. So I am still confused why only one battle group would move. And what is the down green arrow representing? So I'm not quite certain about that. But yeah, we have a fight in Eindhoven coming up. So let's get that one started. Welcome to Las Vegas, everybody. This is Hotel Company. We have motor rifle through first platoon. We got a bunch of Shermans in second platoon. And then over in support, I'm going to bring a machine gun, 2 mortars, and I had 1 assault section available, so I'm going to bring that as well just to bulk up our infantry a little bit. And we'll see if we can just keep this group moving north. Let's see if we can get a quick win and move on. I'm really hoping this is a quick win. We're going to be facing 1 grenadier and 1 ersatz. I don't even know why these guys are fighting, but let's not make some stupid mistakes. I vaguely remember not winning this fight now. The question is, did I just miss it on the previous screen? Or what? I swear I didn't see a battle group there when I was like staging everybody. Um, Either way, I do remember how this went. And they don't have their 88s this time, so it's looking a lot better for us. Because it's so broken, I'm kind of spread out. And there's only 2 good lanes to move north with the armor, so I can't really just focus my firepower. I'm not sure if they'll be in the southeast corner, so I do have Luxor down here to secure that area, and Arya is covering them. To the northwest of Arya, we have Wynn. Wynn is kind of covering to the northeast, and then we'll see what's up there. I didn't really know where to put the mortars that are at the front, but also not in enemy territory, so they're just kind of in the middle. They might have to move. We might not need them, so they are where they are. Cosmopolitan's keeping them clear and making sure nobody's moving in between the rows of buildings. Then as we move north, I have Bellagio and Treasure Island to make sure nobody moves in behind us. I have Paris on the road. They can help to the north. They can help to the southeast. I don't think that one grid is going to be the spot, but because of where they're located, Treasure Island and Bellagio need to be a blocking force to keep them from getting attacked in the building. Planet Hollywood has our MG. Again, not any great spots to put the machine gun. It really does depend on where the enemy's going to be. I just picked this corner. I have Venetian over on the west side of the road. If there's nobody right there immediately, I can move them up. Or, and I like this one a little bit more, is to move Caesar's Palace because they can move between buildings. The only problem with moving Caesars is that the enemy could be in the next row of 3-story buildings to the east and they'll just draw fire. So we'll kind of move Venetian or Caesars to the flag based on where we get shot from. I think that covers everybody except for Encore. I don't think I mentioned Encore. They are on the far west side over by Planet Hollywood and Venetian. Again, just some armored support looking up that road. All right. I guess let's try and move Venetian northwest and see where we get shot from. Nobody spawned right in front of us there. I will leave Arya to cover this advance for now, so we'll move Luxor over. Make sure that there's nobody just hiding here but doesn't want to engage the tank or something. Mortars are doing mortar things. They are not ready. And then I guess we'll move up there. Move up there. Move Flamingo up. Move Excalibur up. Try and get this one disconnected flag under our control completely. I would like Caesars to move. I just don't know if I move them yet in case we draw fire. This could be uneventful for a minute. Let's move Encore up. That'll at least give us east-west shots as well.
In position.
Okay, Flamingo made it here. Let's just go ahead and move up to the perimeter, and we can see across the road.
Move completed.
Encore is here. Now, if Encore covers north, maybe Caesars can move, but I am going to have them take the west edge. And Treasure Island made it. I don't know if I want to make the move to here across the road, or if I do go diagonally, because this is just bombed out. So, like, I guess we could take it. We can go like that,
Redeployed.
and
In position.
maybe actually Bellagio goes with them. We'll take 2 on the east side. They're either back here or they're back here. I'm feeling like there's not a lot of other places that they can be. I guess they could still be in this 2-story, so we'll find that out momentarily. And Excalibur can move here. We'll get Flamingo to cross the road. And then I guess that means Paris better come up and get some support as well. I don't know if we can make this drive safely without getting stuck, but we're going to try it. We're going to bring Win, and we'll leave Aria for right now. This is looking clear. I didn't pay attention if this was enemy territory or not, so maybe we just do that to ensure that there's nobody hiding in a weird spot. I can't imagine that they wouldn't have shot at him, so I want to call this secure, but let's not be reckless. And we're going to find contact soon.
In position.
Move Excalibur here. Paris can go east and look up this road. Win can take this position. Cosmopolitan can take this one. And yeah, I'm going to call that secure. So let's go ahead and bring extra armor support over to the west side. And Arya can support whatever's going to happen over here. I can't get the tanks much closer than this. They are definitely going to be in a bad spot here. Enemy has 3 sections. So they're in one of these buildings. I mean, I guess they could be laying right there or something, but like they're definitely right here. We can't see that 3-story we're getting shot at. Right in front, this 3-story right here. Right there. Alright, we'll hold on to that for a minute. I'm going to move Paris further east. Try and just get an angle up there. Let's go Flamingo there. Excalibur move up to this 3-story. And Caesars, maybe if Caesars is right there, they can support that. Venetian move north. We're getting grenades thrown at us. Or maybe we're throwing them. We just took one. There we go. Target acquired. They are in this 3-story. Encore can target the actual enemy. We'll let them put some rounds there. Get Caesars in the fight. Venetian says that's clear. We'll bring them over as well. We have somebody up here. Cosmo can't really get an angle on that. Same kind of situation. We're not going to be able to do anything with wind, so we'll just leave him here for a moment. We've lost line of sight now. See if we can get a slightly different angle. Move Treasure Island up. That is our assault force. Keep Bellagio shooting, and Flamingo can't. Contact due east. No effect right here, but we'll put some rounds on it just to get heads down. See if we can move like right up there. Right there. Treasure Island doesn't have an angle on these guys yet. That element is done. Let's go ahead and move Bellagio up, move Treasure Island up, target the new 3-story building. And there we go. We'll let Venetian engage there. I want to say this one is clear, but let's just get in there and make sure. And Planet Hollywood, I didn't realize they could see that. They don't have any effect on it for some reason, but they can see. Never mind. That's the fight. So we still have 100% morale to their 18%. And then they were routed. So they were unable to retreat. They were forced to disband. We killed 3, wounded 6. They wounded 1. I'm okay with that. We took 1 casualty. They were in the building next door, and we still won the fight, so that's okay. And then Bellagio did nothing. Caesars has 3 kills. Luxor nothing. Excalibur nothing. Venetian 1 kill. Aria nothing. Cosmo nothing. Paris nothing. Win nothing. Encore actually did some work, got 5 kills. Flamingo nothing. Planet Hollywood did get 2 kills. Okay, I'm impressed with that. I wasn't even using them, and they were just auto-engaging, and it was working. Golden Nugget didn't do anything. Same with the Link. We didn't even use the mortars. Treasure Island did take our 1 casualty. First platoon leader was wiped out. They had 1 kill. Grenadier wiped out, no kills. And Airsot was not actually destroyed. They were all wounded, and they were not going to stick around to fight for themselves. So no kills there. I feel like that went pretty good. Go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know if I just totally looked at the map wrong and just assumed that there was nobody there and that fight was absolutely on my radar and I just missed it. Up next, we're going to Helmond. I don't like this. So 501st Parachute Infantry going to be taking on armor for the first time, and we already know how my mechanized infantry fight went. I am not looking forward to this. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have had this fight, and I would have moved armor in instead. But this is the roll of the dice. So 0900 fight, here comes the armor. All right, since we're going up against armor, I have swapped out all mortars for 4 bazookas. We have no AT guns as an option. I don't love that one bit. But Comedian Company is ready for the fight. And Panzer Grenadier MG, Panzer Grenadier, Panzer Shrek, MG42. All right. They're bringing Panthers and a Jagdpanzer and a mortar half-track. We're going to get curb stomped. This fight, no way. There's no way we win this. Well, it was good knowing you, Comedian Company. We're right on the front line. and I'm not sure how it's going to go. First platoon is in the north, and I've got Nate and Shane with our bazookas just kind of on both sides of the road in case the armor advances up towards the bridge. I don't love it. I have tried to give them a little bit of infantry to cover in case the enemy infantry pushes. I hope that they don't just turn into targets for the tanks. James Veach is to the west across the bridge. It's the only good position that can see down that road, and it felt too far to stage first platoon there. To the south of them, same kind of situation. Bill Burr and George Carlin, they're kind of covering the bridge from the west side, but they have good arcs of fire pretty much everywhere to the buildings. Problem is, I don't really think that's going to be what we need. If you move to the east, I have second platoon down below the enemy spawn. The neutral zone prohibits me from being in a place where I could actually fight them. So I have Ron White on the west edge of the 3-story in case they do drive for the bridge. They're already in position. But then I need to move north. And so I got Sam going to just kind of creep up a little bit just to see out of the building so we don't get pushed by infantry. And then I don't really want Matt in the fight, so they're going to kind of stay back and maybe move east or maybe move north if we can, but I don't want to lose that command element early. I'm going to try and move up with Michael and Tom into the 3-story that can see into the enemy spawn. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not looking forward to this. We need that next movement phase to get armor into this fight, so we just have to hold on. Okay. They are right in front of us. Everywhere. I don't know that I take that shot, to be honest. At 100 meters. Uh-oh, tank moving. This tree is playing with me a little bit. We might get shredded. Of course. That's sort of what I expected. Shane Gillis is dead. 100%. Move up. Move up. Yep. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. They are on the railroad tracks right in front of us. They know we're here. That's not good because that's our bazooka. We got a shot off. One Panther destroyed. James Veach is going to have to engage there. All right. They're breaking out pretty easily. I don't know if Bill Burr opens up on this platoon leader. Maybe George Carlin as well. We would have range, but I don't know if we can move into that building without being spotted. We're going to go ahead and pull back with Tom Segura. They are definitely located. I heard the mortar. I don't know where it landed, but they are engaging me. I am going to have to let these guys come into the building and then engage. Pioneer right there. Come on, James Veach. Maybe it wasn't a mortar. Maybe it was just a cannon that I can hear. And let's try and get Nate away from the edge of the wall. Who? Shane's dead. Oh. See, now, like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how they got hit here. Because there's a 3-story building in between them. So, I kind of disagree with that. We can't... Wow. We are having a bad time. Can you guys kill this? Nate's dead. Dave Chappelle is down to the bare bones here. They're not going to make it. We did not drop the half track. Jagdpanzer's right on us. Let's move Jimmy Carr up just a little bit. Get them to where they can support this fight. Chris Rock, please shoot. Tank is moving, but that Panther's got to get way closer before Ron White has a chance. I'm pretty sure that was a mortar. Yep, I hear it. It's a mortar. Try and go west, get to this 3-story. We are 100% losing this fight. If we could kill this half track, though, I'd feel pretty good. Come on. Yep, Dave Chappelle's just getting shot from inside the building. I don't know. If we can drop that team, we'll be feeling a lot safer. I don't know if we can see out to the south. Tank is not getting closer to us. All right, Bill Burr's fine. George Carlin's having a bad day. Not sure what the mortar is now currently targeting. Ooh. All right, out of range now. I don't know. I mean, they're in here with me, like shooting at me. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Chris Rock gets set. Jagdpanzer's pushing on us. Jimmy Carr might be the next one to go. Chris Rock gets set. Engage. Try and get them outside in the street. We can't do anything about that Jagdpanzer. James Veach used all they had, and they're literally out of ammo. I don't... This has one guy left in it. I don't know if Bill Burr could make the move or not. Ron White, see what you can do there. Pioneer surrendered. Hold up there. Let's see. Jimmy Carr is like rushing that for some reason. I don't really understand. No, guys. Oh my gosh. This is how Jimmy Carr's going to die. I want to bring somebody over there. I just don't know if I could make that move. And we got a Panther destroyed. Let's see if we can get this last one right there. And then... We need to drop that Panther. That would be very helpful. This guy is still alive. He is moving. I thought maybe he wasn't, but he is. Who'd we lose? Airstrike. Oh my goodness. We're losing everybody. I don't think I can airstrike that. I don't know. Get him. That's how we do that. Okay. Matt Rife, move up. Okay. So they took one bridge. They moved out a little bit. They expanded. It went from a complete loss to kind of a stalemate. And that's better than I thought it would be. I'm not going to lie. I would have preferred to drop that half track and not lose the bridge and not have them expand out to the west. But considering how that went, that's about as good as it could have gone for me. We killed 11, wounded 11, Destroyed 3 tanks. I don't know how I destroyed 3 Panthers. Bazooka over Piet, it seems like 100%. Then they killed 12. They wounded 22. And we did hold the line. So I'm a little more optimistic. And Jimmy Carr, you're not having a good day, 2 kills. Jerry Seinfeld did nothing. Fluffy, no kills. Chris Rock, 7 kills. Dave Chappelle, nothing. Matt Rife, nothing. George Carlin, nothing. Tom Segura, 3 kills. Sam Morrell, no kills. Bill Burr, no kills. James Veach did run out of ammo. They were giving it to him. They were trying. They killed 2 men inside that half track and could not get the destruction. Michael Blaustein, I don't understand how you died. I really don't. Ron White, we salute you. You come away with a tank kill and an infantry kill. Shane Gillis didn't make it. Nate Bargatze, we got 1 tank kill, and I would like to live longer than 1 tank kill and then lose the bazooka, but you know, that is a good trade, I guess. Enemy first platoon leader, 3 kills. Panzer Grenadier, 5 kills. Panzer Grenadier, 3 kills. Panzer Shrek, no kills. MG42, 1 kill. And then their Command Panther, 1 kill. Panther, this one's destroyed, no kills. I'm also guessing destroyed, and this one's got 5 kills. Destroyed, 1 kill. And then Half Track was wreaking havoc just behind my lines, only came away with 1 kill, but I would have preferred to get the destruction on that. Support leader, no kills, never saw him. And then Mortar Half Track, they were in on the action. They got 7 kills. I didn't know. You know what? I bet that's the half track that was north of Ron White against the buildings, but out of range. That's probably what that one was. So we saw it. We just couldn't do anything about it. Pioneer, they are wrecked. Panzer Grenadier, 4 kills. And Jagdpanzer, 3 kills. So couldn't get this guy. He was right on top of us. Jimmy Carr couldn't drop a gammon on him or anything, so I'm not sure if it's a hard target to kill or if just my units that were there were not the right to kill it. But still, come away with 3 tank kills in a fight that I thought I was just going to lose. Now we have some hope going forward. Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know how you think this fight went. If you enjoyed the battle, like the video. Click the subscribe button to support the channel, and you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.